Lil Obsession, when it blew up, did you have anyone in the DMs being like, anyone crazy?
Yeah, for sure. My publicist was like, you just got nominated for an ARIA. And I was like, that's awesome. Let me go be nonverbal for 10 minutes.
And he was like, have you heard of Boy Soda? I was like, yes, I've heard of Boy Soda, of course.
That was one of the songs I was most scared to write, just because the fear of misarticulating that is is so high.
You have a team working overnight for you and your songs.
Wild.
Listen up. You know that I always do deep dives with you on this podcast with names that you know and love, but I also want to put you on to new music and discover the next big thing coming out of this country. Boy Soda is joining me today. He is an artist that I have loved for many, many years. Think Frank Ocean meets Anderson .Paak meets Erykah Badu. He is at the forefront of RnB and he's absolutely killing it right now. He's just been ARIA nominated and dropped his debut album, SOULSTAR. In this chat, we get into the album, we chat about his family life, the songs that soundtracked his life growing up, and the community that he keeps. This guy really feels deeply. It's very exciting. I really loved this chat, and I hope you do too. I'm Ash McGregor. This is Listen Up with Boy Soda. Boy Soda, welcome to Listen Up, man.
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, I'm so stoked that you're here. And honestly, I feel like you could take my job because do you ever miss doing your soda sessions?
Oh, I do. I think I'll return to them at some point. Just bringing everyone together was a lot of fun. But
yeah,
I mean, I might try and find a space like this next time because this is gorgeous in here.
Yeah, level up. You know. Why not? I mean, you are leveling up. Congratulations.
Baby steps. Thank you very much.
No, seriously though. First of all, ARIA nominated for, what was it? Soul and R&B artist. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a full circle moment where you're just like, wow, that was on my little vision boards when I was like first making music and stuff. And you just, yeah, it's awesome. It's really validating.
Where were you when you found that out?
I was doing promo for the album in Melbourne.
True.
And came out of that first radio interview and then my publicist was like, you just got nominated for an ARIA. And I was like, that's awesome. Let me go be nonverbal for 10 minutes. And then I called everyone.
And you're like, Mom, Dad, what'd they say?
And I'm like, does this mean like you're gonna make it out and you're gonna be financially stable? I was like, no. Let's just focus on the ARIA right now. Just focus on the ARIA.
Guys, music's kind of hard. I don't know if 100%. You guys know about that.
No, but like that's a win that, you know, there's so many of my friends that are on that album, like playing or Nicodemus or all the horns players and all the BVs, like, so it was just a real like team win as well. Like we were just like jumping around in circles. Oh,
group
God.
FaceTime.
Yeah,
guys!
Yeah, just screaming. But yeah, it's amazing.
Oh man, I'm rooting for you.
Oh, thank you.
I really hope you get it. And also, congratulations, debut album is out. SOULSTAR. That must feel so good to have it off your chest. I feel like you've been sitting on this for a while.
Yeah, we finished SOULSTAR in June last year.
Shit.
So it's been
like a year and a half.
Been a minute, yeah. And like living with those songs, it's been a weird, like all kind of beautiful process of making it and then figuring some like stuff out internally or going through these like moments of catharsis where you're like, I figured this emotion out or I figured out how I was feeling about that thing. And then, you know, you make the album and you're like, boom, tick it off, dealt with it, don't need to go to therapy for that. But then the songs come out and then each time a song drops, it's like I go through the whole thing.
The wound opens.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
That's so funny.
Knife just goes back in or whatever. Or
what song comes to mind when you think of that?
Lil Obsession. Like
really?
when that first dropped, I was like, I thought I dealt with some of this stuff, but just like,
wow.
What it brought up is just what I was like writing about at the time or like what I was feeling. It's the same for the album too. Like being able to listen to a song and the person I am now versus the person I am when I wrote it. Like I think the dissonance or
that's interesting.
Or the lack of dissonance, if you like it still feels the same, you're like, oh, I might not have unpacked that enough. Or might be like, wow, there's so much distance between like where I was at when I wrote that at the time.
And now I'm completely healed in some areas.
Yeah.
Or you're just finding a whole new feeling in that song all over again. Lil Obsession as well, that song, because it's huge, almost 5 million streams. Wow. I remember playing that for the first time on radio and being like, he's really launching into this new era with that song. And I'm glad that the world really caught on to it. But having that one is one that kind of opens up your heart.
Yeah.
And then it's also the biggest song, like it's haunting you a little bit.
Yeah, just the irony of it. Like, if it wasn't me going through it, I would find it really funny.
Yeah. No, you're like, why?
But it is me going through it.
Damn it. Yeah. What I love about you though is that like you really do feel, you know, you seem like even amongst your friends, like a safe place or someone who really does feel deeply, and you can hear that on the album.
Yeah, I think it's just always trying to be, and especially on the album, like I think I wanted it to reflect me in that way, or just how I think and feel. And I think self-awareness is always like a really big thing for me, and like this beautiful kind of double-edged sword. And that's so nice that you say that about my friends, because like I do feel that with the people around me. But yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword, you know, trying to be emotionally available or be self-aware, or just try and be this mature person that's like tapped in and, you know, has a good relationship with accountability or honesty or just being a good person and all these things. And I think the other side of it is that like sometimes you just think you're a self-aware person.
Yeah, and maybe I'm a little...
couple of things go over your head, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's also why those friends are good to like be like, hey buddy, like you're being a bad person right now, or that wasn't very nice, or maybe you're tired. Like it's just people that actually check in on you. So
yeah.
Yeah, they are also the same space for me, which I'm very grateful for.
Yeah. And like, I always think that if you're too self-aware, perhaps like you're just over-analyzing everything as well.
Yeah. Get out of your head.
Get out of your head.
Put it on an album or something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then this album, you know, you've got so many different thoughts and emotions that you go into, but it's still, for a debut album, it was actually way more introspective than I was expecting, because you really do tell some stories. Like one that comes to mind is A Father's Heart for me. That song is, yeah, so personal.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That was one of the songs I was most scared to write. Just because the fear of misarticulating that is so high. And that's almost, for a long time, has been a good enough reason to not write that song or try and like make that song, or even like attempt to talk about it. And it was songs like that where this album was the first time I was like ready or brave enough or felt equipped enough to talk about those topics, or to make them exist, you know. And A Father's Heart it's about my dad not being the same type of man that his father was, you know, and his father wasn't a very nice man. And the fact that he is not a product of his environment and is this beautiful, gentle giant. And he started 2 karate studios, and I kind of grew up in these karate studios my whole life. And he did that specifically to protect women and children, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was his like,
wow.
I know this like kind of violent household that I came from, and I don't want to like, I want people to be able to protect themselves in any situation, or just be instilled with these kind of good values of like self-respect and confidence. And watching him do that is so amazing. And, you know, there's also this kind of fracture in my relationship to my Samoan culture because of that, because there's so much trauma involved with like just everything on that side of the family. So how do you talk about how much I admire my father for choosing the hard option every time to be a good person and a good father and a good husband? And then how do I also talk about like the fracture in culture at the same time, and, you know, this weird relationship with guilt, or this newfound sense of like responsibility to go and like learn language so that my kids can like learn that when I grow up, or all these things. It's such a complex kind of intersectional thing in my life.
Yeah. Are these conversations that you have actively with your father?
Yeah, but only as we kind of get older, you know?
Yeah.
And you like, oh, what was like going on at this time for you? And he's like, oh, let me tell you about that.
Is this one of those things when you're like an adult and you remember a childhood memory and you go, wait, actually, that was not what I thought it was?
Yeah, because they're also the conversations that you're scared to have as well. It's like there was songs I was scared to write, but it's also like all those like soppy Instagram videos where they're like, ask your parents this before they die, or la la la.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just the hard questions. And I'm like, no, there's actually stuff that I'm really curious about, that like, you know, what happened on like this happiest moment of my childhood memory? And they're like, oh, we were so stressed out on that day. Like this wasn't happening, or the money wasn't right, or whatever. And you're like, whoa, like, you know, and it's those kind of conversations where you're ready to kind of peel the veil off
Yeah.
certain things. And I was ready to do that with songs like Father's Heart. But yeah, I was scared as fuck to write that song.
Yeah, and it's also you recognizing your dad as a human rather than just a dad as well, and being like,
Yeah.
no, like you are someone who has made all these active decisions for greater good, not just as a father.
It's like taking him off the pedestal, but also like
worshipping him at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What is your dad like? What was it like growing up in your household? Are they musical?
Dad's musical. Did musicals and stuff when I was growing up.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Like in theatre productions in the community or like big?
Yeah, he did like, in the community. He like Jesus Christ Superstar.
Let's go. Was he main?
Yeah, he was main. I remember being a kid backstage and he gets like struck by lightning at some point. And then I remember whoever was like not on stage at the time in the back room was like, oh, your dad just died. And I look up and he's getting like struck by lightning and disappearing behind the stage. And for like 10 seconds, I was like, oh my God. And then he walked in like patting his sweat off his forehead. I was like, what?
That acting was so good, Dad.
Yeah,
I really loved it. This man.
Give him an award.
Literally.
But yeah, he's musical, kind of played guitar growing up. Was really just drawn to like just drums or anything musical. Like my parents bought me a djembe when I was just smacking on the car the whole drive. Like, so they're just very supportive environment to kind of be a musical person, and then for it to feel like it could have been a real job and it wasn't just a hobby, and everything you need to like have a delusional sense of self-confidence to like want to do music.
That's incredible though. I feel like you're very fortunate in that sense that you have parents that are like, no, do the passion.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't do the fallback, live the dream out while you can and give it a red hot go.
Yeah. I think like that comes so easy to me, like that kind of leap of faith, because I've had so much support, but I'm also aware it's like quite a rare thing. Like a lot of my friends have had the classic, like, you know, just parents and just, you know,
caution.
Being from that generation as well, it's just like the world's different. So like the model of success for them is like more based on stability, and or they might not understand like just how much content can like move numbers or change your life. Like
literally.
And yeah, like not having that kind of dissonance of approval or expectations and stuff has made like everything feel possible, and that's something I'm so grateful for, because I talk to people and it feels like a rare thing sometimes.
What music did you grow up on?
Lots of like easy listening stuff. Like I remember more like Sunday mornings. Like when I think of the music I grew up on, I think of like what my parents played on Sunday mornings, where like no one was working and like you just hear a big like cook up happening, say la la la. It's like there'd be Nora Jones, some John Mayer, whatever those kind of like Motown compilation CDs are.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye. So you're just kind of getting their classics. It wasn't like, you know, I have these deep album cuts or whatever. I kind of found them later, or like now when I'm like going back and be like, what was on that like Jamiroquai?
Yeah.
Or like, what was on that Music Soul Child album? Or and be like, whoa, like I missed so much.
Yeah.
But I remember what Sunday mornings feel like, and I think that's kind of like a calmness that I try to return to often in my music.
Definitely. I mean, everything about you, Ray, is calm. My guy, your aura is huge. What you listened to in your teenage years when you started finding your own taste in music?
That was like Channel Orange came out.
Oh, yeah. Were you ever a Justin Timberlake, Future Sex Love Sounds kind of guy?
Late. Not like at the time. Went back and then kind of found the JT discography. I think the first time I was like in on JT was like 2020 Experience.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, you were late.
Like his bangers that everyone knows. Like went back and found the, what's the End of Time remix with Beyonce or something. Yeah. And I was like, like just missed all of that. Even Cry Me a River, I think I found late. Like maybe just missed it or something. 2020 Experience was like...
2020 Experience was great.
Blueprint album, Push the Love Girl. I used to fall asleep to Blue Ocean Floor.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love that album.
My man.
Yeah, I remember Channel Orange came out. It was like iTunes Album of the Week or something. So it was on special. And Pink Matter was the first song I heard because I just saw the Andre 3K verse. And I was like, I'll listen to that first. Obviously, SZA, Brent was coming out. Miguel was like a big part. Kind of like my musical DNA as well. Just... studying his
I see all of this
tone.
in your mosaic of sound.
Yeah. And then, you know, I find the Sminos who are like real amazing case studies for pocket and expression and like character in the vocal and I like heaps.
Totally. No, I see that in you now, and being someone who's watched your sound develop over the last, I don't know, 5 years. I mean, I've told you about the first time I saw you, which was at that gig. Who was it? Total Tommy. What was her name again?
Essie Holt at the time.
Essie Holt.
At Soda Factory.
Essie Holt, and you opened, and I distinctly remember you playing Daisy Chains.
Crazy.
Daisy Chains.
Crazy. Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Kicked the speaker off the stage that gig as well.
Well,
first song on, I put my foot up like a rock star and then kicked it off. My manager had to come and like...
Don't break it.
I think I was using auto-tune at the time too, so I was like, I'm so sorry.
Look at you now.
Yeah, no auto-tune now.
Yeah, and he's not a support act anymore. He's the main guy. But seriously, watching you then, and then I remember like, you know, following your sound, and I was living in this house with a bunch of like, there was like 5 of us in this house, and I remember a housemate coming home and being like, Ash, I got to tell you about this guy I heard on the streets. He must have walked past like a block party or something.
Crazy.
And he was like, have you heard of Boy Soda? I was like, yes, I've heard of Boy Soda, of course. He's incredible. And you're like, this guy literally just walked past the stage or heard you at a gig somewhere.
Damn.
And became a huge fan of you. And I'm like, yeah, he's got that touch. But I think the turning point for me in your sound was when you dropped Company. That one, I think I remember DMing you being like, this is very good.
Thank you.
This is it for me. Like, this is your finding the pocket. And I think, you know, even taking so long to release a debut album, it makes sense.
Yeah. Company was definitely like the turning point for sure. It was like, before Company was just like rough breakup, and then a year of like trying to make these songs, and like Company and Merlot and Sip were kind of the first 3 out of the batch where I was...
Sip, the big bass line.
Yeah. Still will always love that song. But yeah, that was like an emotional turning point for me, a musical turning point for me, and was kind of like the first glimpse into like the world that we're in now for SOULSTAR. And then Company was definitely the first like, oh, there's something going on here.
Oh, big time. And then I think, I don't know what your life was like then, but even just you now bringing in all the friends onto the project. Because this one you wrote in the Blue Mountains with a whole plethora of really great minded musicians, live instruments as well.
Yeah.
What did that look like? You all carting in like all the percussion and
all of it,
all the flute and everything.
I'll bring the drum kit in. I love helping out.
Is this an Airbnb?
No, it's I live with my producer, an executive producer for the whole album, Finbar Stewart.
Oh yeah.
And his dad his parents live in the mountains and they have a studio, and because his dad's amazing producer, musician as well. So that was just a luxury, and we kind of been working on these songs for a year, just kind of getting them together. And then we had this batch, like 15 songs, where we're like, the album is in these 15 songs somewhere. Like some songs like Lil Obsession just needed words, or some of them just needed to be re-recorded. And then just for this beautiful spiritual 2 weeks, we just let our phones die, and string quartet came in, 3-part horn piece, 3 BVs, like backing vocalists come in, live drums, live bass. Even though Lani, my bassist, like, I went to sleep one night and then woke up and there was a bass part. And I was like, when did Lani come? It was like, oh, she put up at like 2 a.m. or something and she left at 4. I'm like, I didn't even
Why is she working?
See her.
Why is she doing that overnight?
Just like, I don't know, nocturnal musician, like just likes operating at that time or whatever.
That's so, Finn must have been like, are you kidding me?
Just woke up to the I think it was for like Blink Twice specifically, and just woke up. I was like, when did that happen? You know, I don't know.
Look at you. Look at this though. Like, you have a team working overnight for you and your songs.
Wild.
That is, you keep such good company.
Yeah, we were all definitely like just excited about it too, and kind of this communal feeling that we were all making something really special and like finding something really special. So everyone works really, really hard on that album. Like, I always, you know, no one's going to care about my music more than me, or no one cares about your stuff more than you do. But I think I found some very close seconds. Like, I would wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, oh, and, you know, Finn's still there, like comping through vocals or whatever. Or, you know, Nicodemus would just leave him for 3 hours and he'd play into the night and get all these parts done by himself. Like, very dedicated people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it shows. Like, you know, even just to have a song that has a sax outro and it being played on radio, you know? Like people are, it's that good that it's kind of changing the framework of where songs can be placed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's like so lovely.
Yeah.
And that is the coolest part about the music getting on radio. It's like you guys are okay with like 8 bars or 16 bars of like musical intro. Like I don't say
Usually
anything.
no.
Yeah.
It's really hard to talk into.
Yeah. True. See, like it all surprises me, or just having long outros like where I'm like not singing for the last minute of the song or whatever. Like that was really important for the album. But when like radio picks it up and like Lil Obsession, like huge musical outro, like sax solo and stuff, and you're just like, this is on airwaves right now, like really cool, really cool.
So cool. When Lil Obsession, when it blew up, did you have anyone in the DMs being like, anyone crazy? Have you had any fans come out of the woodworks that you go, I can't believe that person knows me who I am?
Yeah, for sure. On TikTok, it's got lots of love on TikTok. Like Money Long reached out and was just like, I think she just sent the cold emoji, like the ice emoji.
Sick.
I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like I know all your songs. What the hell? RnB, like huge RnB kind of like goat for me and the homies. Was able to connect with her. Rhapsody followed me the other day, and I just like love her project. I sent her a voice memo just rapping her own lyrics. It was so embarrassing, but I was so excited.
Did she reply?
Yeah, she did. I think she just laughed at the message. But like just these people
cute.
that are like musical heroes, or people who I like have such strong relationships with, like their bodies of work, like kind of getting the access from a song, kind of putting you on the map a little bit, or putting you in front of people. It's all you really want. Like you just want the people that whose music you love to be your peers as well, and to be able to connect. It's like so much music to make and so many people to make it with, you know. So it's just, I can only hope I find them early. Like
totally,
we got time.
Totally, and it's just wild to think where your music, like who it can land in front of. Like, you just don't know.
No.
And then they're coming out and maybe
in the weirdest
help
ways too. Like
yeah,
like sometimes it's a housemate walking past a random gig, you know?
Straight up.
Sometimes it's just like someone got shown something, but the person that they know is quite important in the music industry. Like, yeah, that's why it's do everything. Every opportunity is big and small at the same time. Like,
yeah. Well, this album's out. I'm excited for people to keep hitting you in the DMs. My favorite song on it is Good Morning.
Really?
Yep, I love that one.
I
love Good Morning. The first time I listened to it, I was like, ooh, what's going on here? Like the vocal layering, the deep voice in there, I was like, ooh. But it's just very ash-coded. I think that one is brilliant.
Love. It is designed to have a good morning too.
Yeah, hell yeah, you know, brother.
Set the tone.
What's your favorite? Hit the Road.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
Truly?
Yeah, Hit the Road. It changes a lot because I have intimate relationships with so many songs. Like Selfish is very deep. Father's Heart, Never the Same. All songs I like kind of cried making them. But Hit the Road is just like...
It's a bit fun, a bit scandalous.
Yeah, a little bit scandalous.
I remember when you teased this one on TikTok for a hot minute there and then you stopped.
You tried to air me out on TikTok Live. I was like, hey, Ash, you're like, when's that cheeky song dropping? I was like, I'm out of the live. Like,
yeah. Well, yeah, you teased it on your TikTok. I was like, ooh, what's this about? Like long distance relationships?
Mind your business.
And then you stopped teasing it and I was like, where did it go? I want to hear the song.
Yeah, I didn't want people to start asking questions.
Tell me about it. Who was it? No.
Exactly.
Who's the muse behind Hit the Road?
Oh, it's more of just talking about those kind of relationships in society in general. It's not about anyone specific.
Yeah, sure, mate.
But yeah, fun song to write. You know, it's important to have like those kind of topics are just as much part of my life as like the super deep and difficult ones.
Totally.
So, gotta have a balance. And even Good Morning, like that is like the halfway point kind of breather of the album to be like, okay, like you guys don't have to go through too much listening to this one. It's just me trying to imagine I was in Paris and waking up to the smell of bread and coffee and cigarettes.
Life's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Good Morning.
Smell the Roses kind of song.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like it's a perfect like morning mantra, set your day right. Mm-hmm. This is the album you want to have on vinyl, light an incense to and just like drink a coffee and go, good day.
Exactly the
that
brief.
song.
Exactly the brief.
100%. So if you like finish this album last June, are you working on the next album now? Like what do you do within the year and so many months?
Man, I always make music. Like our house particularly as well is just a bit of a hub. Like a lot of people just end up there. It's like, hey, girl's there too much. I'm joking.
Yeah. Call her out.
She can come always. But we're just always there. Like Dean Brady, like he's staying with us at the moment.
How big is this house? What do you?
I don't know. It's like we got a bedroom each and then a studio room as well. Like very lucky to have the studio room.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of the nature of that means that there's always music getting made, or it's kind of like how we socialize sometimes is that we'll just make a song and until we definitely have days where we're like, no music this month. Let's just play Uno or like go out.
That's as important, I think, in music creation though, is the
breaks.
Or just like actually spending time together and enjoying life and not talking about business, not talking about music.
No.
Do you find it a thing like when you're around, your whole friendship circle is in music, do you find it a thing that like now all we talk about is? Yeah,
that's the unwritten rule, right?
Yeah.
It's like when we see each other, we don't talk shop. Like unless it's like a really exciting thing, we'll talk shop. But I think it's very indicative of like who you have real relationships with outside of music. It's like if you don't have any questions to ask outside of the music industry or can't have a conversation that isn't just work or proof that you know this person, like the name dropping stuff or whatever.
Oh,
it's like then you're an acquaintance. If we can only have those conversations, we're an acquaintance.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
But if we can talk shit and then, slip out into the alley and have a little together, we're friends.
No,
we're friends.
All right, you and me after this.
Exactly. You got stuff to do today.
What is it, like 10 a.m.?
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, it's never too late, never too early.
Exactly.
No, I completely agree. So we are working on new music?
Yeah, got heaps.
My man, I'm excited.
Sitting on many songs.
You know I'm going to be DMing you, be like, so...
I'll just send you the sampling playlist.
Please.
It's long right now. We'll start figuring that out soon.
It's Christmas come early. Music to my ears.
Oh, yeah. I'll always send you stuff early. You can just hear it the day it gets made.
Stoked.
I'll just give you
if you need a test audience, I'm your gal.
Got you.
Good. All right, before you get out of here, quickly, who's an artist that you think is going to blow up?
Ooh, Australia or non-Australia?
Anywhere.
Who am I listening to at the moment? Definitely want, I love seeing Tasha Keeble, RnB, Destin kind of get their flowers at the moment. I'm sure they're well on the way. We were listening to last night. Jay Orient. Oh, yeah. Producer.
Yeah, he used to do JK47
Yeah,
stuff.
we were listening to the JK47 album last night, just going through it. He's definitely one of those people where I'm like, yo, you're crazy.
He's a great producer.
Just, he could have so many more flowers. Just give Jay Orient all the flowers.
I like that.
Dean Brady, just amazing music, amazing projects. Was honored to be involved in kind of the writing of that. I always forget people. Oh, big love to Sahil and Larissa Lambert. I think in the Australian R&B scene, there's a lot of people kind of doing amazing things, but those two particularly, I think, get overlooked on a local stage a lot, and just love their music. And I think Sahil's been just an amazing kind of melody man and storyteller for a long time as well. Yeah. So love to him because he doesn't get enough love on this side.
Yeah. Well, man, you're putting us on.
That's enough names. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Boy Soda, thanks for coming on Listen Up, man. This is sick. Been a long time coming.
I feel like I'm on the new version of Oprah or something.
Hey, watch out. You said it first. I didn't.
You get a car. You get a car.
You get a song. No, for real. So excited for you. So excited that this album is out, and good luck for the ARIAs. I'll be sitting there rooting for you. Fingers and toes crossed.
Fingers and toes crossed on my table too. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course.